Hey guys, it's Nate with Budget Auto. Welcome back to Wyoming on a very sunny Sunday. It's been a little bit weird for us today because this last week it has been snowing. It is May, so hopefully we do get some warmer weather soon like this, or at least hopefully it's here to stay. But today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about my parents' Trailblazer. I did a video about 8 months back talking about a rough idle issue that we had with this car. This is Chevy's 6-cylinder or inline 6-cylinder engine. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I think it's like a 4.8 liter, something like that. But I recently had a comment on that video from 8 months ago from Alfredo Jerry, and he said, "What is the sensor that is connected on the housing tube that is after the air filter? I've had the same issues and can't seem to find what that sensor is." So Alfredo, if you're watching, I hope this video helps you out. I too had a difficult time with the issue and figuring out what all the sensors were and what I needed to do to fix the issue. Again, there is no mass airflow sensor on this car, so it's not directly caused by that. I was able to fix the issues by cleaning the throttle body, and I will show you what the throttle body is here in a second, and we're going to go ahead and talk about the other sensors on the same kind of air cleaning system. So to anyone with one of these Trailblazers, unfortunately they do tend to have some issues with idle, whether that is starting and then dying immediately, or maybe running rough until it kind of warms up or gets going. So I'm going to point out first the throttle body to you guys. That is this little guy right here. I believe that I accessed that or took it off by removing this cover here, as well as the air cleaning line here, and then a few bolts back there. I cleaned it with a carb and choke cleaner. They do make a specific throttle body cleaner, but as long as you guys are really careful and you clean everything here well, that should improve the overall performance, or I guess it should fix your rough idle issues with this car. I mean, your rough idle could be caused by several other issues, but this is maybe somewhere to start. So this is your air intake manifold. This sensor right up on top here is your manifold absolute pressure sensor. So that's not your mass airflow sensor, but that is a manifold absolute pressure sensor. And then the sensor over here that Alfredo asked me about, at least I think this is the sensor that you were asking about, Alfredo. This is an air intake temperature sensor. So all it does is it reads the temperature of the air that's coming in from your air filter box into the throttle body and the actual air intake. So maybe just something quick while we're right here. Your throttle body's job is to bring in the right amount of air for the idle or the engine speed that you are wanting. So what it does is it draws in the right amount of air through your air filter, your air cleaner, through this tube here into your throttle body, and then it's injected into the cylinders through your manifold or your intake manifold. When the valves open up in your engine, that'll draw the air into that specific cylinder. It'll come up on the compression stroke and it'll fire, and that's what helps your engine run. But that's kind of the purpose of your air cleaning system. And then if you're wondering about what the wires are down here, it's really hard to show on the camera right now, but underneath your air filter, there are going to be some wires that look like they're attached to a sensor on the bottom of it. If you notice real carefully, all of that where those wires are connected to is filled with fluid, and that's because your windshield washer reservoir is right underneath your air filter box. So those aren't actually sensors, but they're pumps that take your windshield washer fluid up into the jets and spray out. And then of course this little guy right here is just an indicator that helps you know when your air filter is dirty. If the car thinks it's not bringing in enough air, then mechanically the switch will slide the orange slider all the way up, and that is definitely time to replace your air filter if that happens. And hopefully that switch resets by itself when it gets the right amount of airflow. That's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. I tried to keep it really short and concise or to the point, so it wasn't just a bunch of me rambling on like usual. If this video did help you out, please hit that like button. I have lots of great content to come, so please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I really appreciate the support and the help that you guys have given me. With all of that said, I'm going to catch you guys in the next one.
Next level.